So my very last tab is blue. It's called Miscellaneous. There's just some extra items in here just for reading if you're bored. Okay, so my first one that I have is how to avoid basement flooding. So it sort of goes back to that maintaining the drainage outside on the property, making sure that the downspouts are down when it's raining like today, making sure that the sump pump is working properly. So when we go to the basement and Troy he's going to show in the video how the sump pump works, that there's a float and there's a pump. And if you're curious if it's not working, you take them apart, plug in the pump and check it. Things like that. The next one that I have talks about measuring the humidity in your home. So this ties back to our HRV, the system that's in the kitchen on the switch with the vent up on the wall there, you can see it. There's also switches in the bathrooms that run the HRV, and then when we go to the basement, he's going to pop the unit open and show you how to clean it. So the HRV, I just want to talk about that for a second, give you a little bit more information. So the HRV stands for Heat Recovery Ventilation System. So what that actually means in your home is that there is a system that's going to move the stale air out and bring fresh air in, and that's the HRV. So you see that vent up there, when you hit that on, it's actually sucking the stale air out of the house, and then through the heat registers on the floor, it's bringing in fresh air. So what the unit is for in the basement is that is where the air mixes. So when it's bringing in cold air from outside and it's sucking out the stale air, they mix in the middle, and the air that's in the home is going to heat the air that came in from outside. So that you're actually putting a little bit more, you're adjusting the temperature of that air before it gets pushed back through your home. So that, say in the winter, it's sucking that -50 air in, it's not causing your furnace to keep running to reheat that air. So it sounds a little silly, but we need HRVs because our homes are sealed so well these days that there's no more natural ventilation. So we need something to move the stale air out, bring fresh air in. It also manages the humidity levels in the house because it's sucking, like if you're cooking or if you bathed or if you did laundry, it's going to suck that excess humidity out, and then it's going to bring fresh air in. So it actually does a multitude of things. It is very, very important in our new home construction, and it's very important that you familiarize yourself with it. Maintaining that humidity level and just sort of always kind of keeping an eye on things is really important. So this document here, it just talks about how to measure the humidity, why that's important, kind of goes through it like some troubleshooting, like what happens if you have too much humidity, what happens if you don't have enough humidity, things like that. So again, take a read through that. And then I have one that is just specific to the HRV. So this is just about the HRV system. I would read through both of those, and then if something doesn't make sense, or if you have some questions, because we're doing this through video, you might have asked those questions when we did a live. Never hesitate to call myself or Eric. We are always happy to have a conversation with you, or if we need to run over and go through the system with you, if you think something's not working properly, just always give us a shout. We're more than happy to help you with whatever. Then I have a third-party document here. It's from Mike Holmes. Everybody knows who Mike Holmes is, so it's kind of cool. This one ties back to what are the dangers of high humidity. So it's very important that we find the balance of the right humidities, but if it's too high, it can also equal a higher cost for operating your home. So that's a really good document to read, just basic information, and educates you a little bit about the ins and outs of that. So my very last, oh, I'm running a little bit over. I'm gonna stop and start again.